Winter is one of my favorite times to be out in the forest. And today I'm heading along this stream to look for one of my favorite birds, the white-throated dipper. There's just something special about watching them dive into icy water while everything else feels frozen still. I'm hoping to spend the day out here photographing, slowing down, and seeing what moments the forest gives me. And along the way I'll also share a small lesson I keep relearning every winter, how much the right clothing matters. And a pair of gloves I've been testing that actually help me a lot out here in the cold. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and come with me for a winter adventure in the forest.
I'm out today looking for the white-throated dipper, but we have one challenge, and that is we've had almost up to minus 15 degrees Celsius for the past month or so. Almost the entire river is frozen solid, so there's not a lot of spots for the dipper to hunt for food. So I'm just walking up and down this riverside trying to find a spot that looks like something the dipper would like. It's a little bit scary to walk around here because there's a lot of snow. It's really hard to know what is solid ground and what is actually ice above the river. So I don't want to fall through and hurt myself or hurt my camera equipment. So I'm just being a little bit careful and watching where I step. Check out this trail. There's a lot of animal tracks here, like a lot of them. Looks like mostly roe deer, so they've probably been walking along this river trying to find open spots to grab a drink, because there are so few sources of water now when the winter is this cold. Everything freezes solid. So you can see the tracks are leading to the edge and then it goes back into the forest. So to me that is pretty clear that they are coming down to drink and then moving on with the day. Look at that formation. So unique. It's really, really cool. I think maybe I'll try and step down in the river without falling. Oh, okay, that's good. And then the other foot as well. And maybe I can place the camera somehow. I'm gonna adjust the tripod a little bit so I can get the water level closer to my lens. So now the camera is all set up. I'm gonna point it slightly downwards, and I want to have this ice formation in the right of my frame, kind of like that. And then can we let in even more light perhaps? Yeah, so closing this down we can bring our shutter speed to 0.5 seconds I think, and I'll focus on the ice formation and then take the shot. That looks really cool. I might put it even further down in my frame actually, so I can get more of the sky and a little bit more to the right, like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Really cool. What else can we do? I think it would also be nice to get a shot right above the surface of the water, so I'm actually gonna hand hold this. I need to crank my shutter speed up to like 1/60th of a second, so I can hand hold, and then without dropping my camera in the river I'm gonna try and grab a shot. That looks nice. And then I might zoom as well to get a different kind of view. Really cool.
I've been trying to remind myself to shoot a little bit more landscape every now and then. As a wildlife photographer, I often come home empty-handed, and taking a moment to capture the place I'm in helps me remember the adventure, and make sure I bring home at least a few memories even when the animals don't show up.
If you have ever been underdressed in winter weather, you know how painful that can be and how it can quickly ruin your entire experience outdoors. So over the past 2 years, I've been upgrading my wardrobe with some good jackets, good pants, good boots to survive in the cold winter weather. But there is one thing that I've been lacking in my wardrobe, and that is some proper gloves or mittens. No one likes cold fingers, especially not photographers. Last year I went to Dovrefjell with Trond Vestby and another friend of ours, and I was not prepared for minus 25 degrees when photographing the musk oxen. Even though I had a good jacket, I had nice warm boots with wool socks, everything was planned, but I had forgot one thing, and that was my fingers. And I did have a pair of gloves, but they were not hot enough, and it almost ruined the entire trip for me because I was freezing the entire time. And it makes it so freaking hard to focus on what's in front of you, to photograph, get your settings right, and to be honest, your entire mind just gets messed up when you are focusing on your cold hands. So after that trip I said, I'm never doing this again. Now I'm getting a proper pair of gloves, and I'm going to be comfortable forever in the winter weather. So when I was looking for the perfect winter gloves, I came across a lot of different companies, but one that caught my eye specifically was a brand called Vallerret. So I reached out to Vallerret and I asked them to send me the best pair of gloves for the winter, and I was lucky enough to receive a pair. And I've been using them for about a month now, and they are amazing. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about them today. So these right here are the Skadi LRS mittens from Vallerret, and they are amazing. And they also come with these liners that are supposed to be on the inside to give you maximum warmth in the winter. And there are a lot of cool features with these gloves. First of all, they come with these storm leashes that you put around your wrist, and that way you will never lose your glove in windy weather. So these are 100% merino wool liners. They are really warm and comfortable, and they come with these leather tips on your thumb and index finger, which makes it possible to use and operate your phone and your camera. And on mild winter days, it's possible to only use the liners, and that's perfect. But then on the colder days, you can put these Skadi mitts over, and then you are comfortable even in the harshest of winter. So there's a lot of cool features here. So you can open and close the entire glove and then put your fingers through, which makes it really nice to use and operate the camera. And then it's closed again. It's perfect. And the same thing with your thumb. You can just put your thumb through like this. And the nicest thing about this is that there are magnets. So this will actually stick like this. And the same thing with the glove as well. You can just push these two together like this, and then it will stay like this until you unbutton it. They also come with pockets on top here where you can put a hand warmer, like a heating bag inside. And they are wrapped in leather, which helps them from getting wet. And a bonus feature is that on the outside of the thumb section right here, there is this kind of fabric which is very similar to the kind of cloth you would use to wipe off your lens. So Vallerret actually told me that this is made specifically to wipe off your lens. So you have sort of this lens cloth built into the glove, so you can just go like this. If you look inside the pocket on your left glove, you'll actually find a tool. And this tool is made specifically to tighten the plates of your tripod. It's really nice to have. This is something I always forget at home, so this is nice to just always have ready at all times. So Vallerret hasn't given these gloves a specific degree rating, but what I can say from my own experience is that they hold up really nicely even in minus 20 degrees Celsius. I've spent entire days outside with these gloves so far, and I've never been cold. They're really comfortable, really worth a try. So if you're interested in trying these gloves, I'll have a link down in the description. And thank you, Vallerret, for letting me try these amazing Skadi LRS gloves. I think I'm gonna set up right here next to the edge of the river. This is really nice. I'm just hoping that this ice will hold me.
I waited there for hours, but the dipper never showed that day. That's just part of wildlife photography. Sometimes the forest has other plans. But I couldn't quite let it go, so a couple of days later I came back, this time trying a different stretch of the river, hoping a new spot might bring a bit more luck.
Good morning. So today we are out by this beautiful river and we're looking for the dipper. I was doing a little observation round yesterday and I was driving around my car checking a lot of different spots, but I came across this area here and it had not one but 3 dippers, and I thought that was quite fascinating. I've never seen 3 in the same spot before, but I thought I would go back today and try to get the dipper from the morning off. So I've positioned myself so I should get the light coming towards me, so I get backlit shots. And yeah, it's about half an hour until sunrise, so we are good and early. But now I can hear it behind me, so I'm gonna be quiet and just wait for it to come and perch somewhere, hopefully in front of me. amazing. The dipper I had upstream came down and was slowly making his way in front of my camera. I had to sit really still and be really patient. But we got some incredible photos, and it displayed a lot of different behavior. So at first it was just looking for food, but then eventually started calling, and then from way down there a second dipper arrived, and this is probably a pair, so it's a male and a female, and they started just like playing around in the water. They were gathering food, and then eventually they started kind of like mocking each other a little bit, so it looked like a couple of kids bathing. So it was really enjoyable to watch, and in the end they flew away together downstream here. So but that was so cool, and I got some really nice photos of both of them. I wish I got a shot when they were both sitting on the same rock, but that never happened. Either they were on the opposite side of the river, or they were like flying at each other, and that was really hard to capture. And that was so nice. I'm so thankful right now. What a moment, and what a memory to take home. Today has been quite amazing. I feel so blessed about today. We got to spend time with the amazing dipper, and not one but two amazing dippers. I was quite unsure of where I should put my chair and stuff because I don't want to be moving around. I want to be stationary, that way the bird can be as calm as possible and hopefully come close as it did today. So I'm glad I picked the right spot. I think the observation round I did yesterday in the car really helped. I saw them in this area, I pointed out a spot that should give me a nice background, and I set up, and it did work out, and it just feels so good. Feels so good. I've tried to photograph the dipper so many times before, and it usually hasn't worked out for me. Now sitting here with the campfire, I'm not even joking. I literally have both dippers in front of me. One is sitting to the right and one is sitting to the left, and they are calling back and forth. It's just incredible.